the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The kickoff for Pittsburgh.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone.
If you were me, you do this.
And he is out of. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
To throw is Kaepernick. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's the gain of
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Throwing now is Kaepernick, and that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They do go for it. It's Kaepernick. And this is incomplete. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. McDonald. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Here's McDonald to throw. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James O'Shaughnessy, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 54 is mine. 54 is mine.
They'll let Taylor try and run. And he will get in to make it 8-0. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Now Kaepernick throwing on second down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down. Kaepernick to throw again. He'll drop this one down to Cohen. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They need to get this to the 24 on 3rd down. Now, Kaepernick again. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. He dropped it. Couldn't hang on in the end zone. So no 6 points, incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 5 brings up
on second down. It's Taylor. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
4 yards. Brings up 4th.
They're going to try and throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
At the 35-yard line.
To throw, Kaepernick. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, 1st down.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks. But it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there. And there we saw completion.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Kaepernick. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, they'll throw with Kaepernick. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And Lambeau will put this one through. And a second field goal here gets him back within a couple at 8-6 now. So 2 first-quarter field goal attempts for him, and he's converted on both.
I like the positive right there. 2 for 2, got the points on the board. The negative side is they didn't score touchdowns. And, of course, going forward in this game, that's going to be the aim, and hopefully they'll be kicking extra points instead.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Taylor. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
How about that run? Picks up a 1st down. Note the enthusiasm in my boys. Remember, last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week. I think he's trying to get another one in fold.
And you talked, watching film, a lot about his form and just hitting the hole, running north and south, as we like to say. And I think he's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now they're about to come up on drive number 4, but so far just 2 field goals on drives 1 through 3.
Wondering if the head coach has talked with his offensive coordinator and said, look, let's go ahead and press this a little bit. I'm giving you 4 downs on just about every occasion to try and get this offense kick-started and have it culminate in touchdowns. You know, maybe someday to press it a little bit. This might be the case.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. And incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd.
Well, he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Kaepernick. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Thus far, they've been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
Kaepernick hit. Fumble. He lost the football. And it looks like Steeler football. It is. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right? So if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here comes
Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Chase Claypool. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
The Steelers will line
his first career touchdown pass, and you know, it's cliche to say, but he's probably been envisioning this since he was a little kid. That's a cool moment.
It really is. So enjoy the moment, enjoy the time, celebrate, save the full reflection for later, but make sure you grab someone on the sidelines and say, hey, make sure I get that football, okay?
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the all-pro safety, Minka Fitzpatrick. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
By the Steelers.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Buying time to his left. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 13. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That good for 22 and a first down.
The 35-yard line.
Now Cohen. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Cohen. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Steelers' 39-yard line.
2nd and 11. Now they'll throw with Kaepernick. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And he's got him back with
The score, Steelers 16, Jaguars 13. Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo. Good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I remember
I was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
To throw on 2nd down. McDonald is going to go for a big play downfield. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said? I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And trying to find Chark, but it's intercepted. Trevor Williams with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
At the 37-yard line.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd.
They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Chase on the tackle.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Flying in to blow that play up, Alex Okafor.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
On 4th down, McDonald. He's going to look deep down the field. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
At the 6.
Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Jonathan Taylor. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. The 3rd time wasn't a charm. They got the first 2 two-point tries. Still have the lead, but couldn't get the 3rd.
Okay, so they didn't get this one, but I have to ask you, what matchup are they seeing that they feel that confident to go for 2 so often?
Yeah, and we talk about this a lot, but it has to be something, you're right, that they saw all week, correct?
Definitely game plan for. Felt good about being aggressive and going for it. And right up until that one, they'd gotten 2 for 2.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Flushed out right. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. That's a part of that. That's a part of that.
They run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. McDonald sets to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Now a timeout.
A gain of
7 seconds left in the first half.
First down, Pittsburgh.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime.
32-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
26 Mike, 26 Mike.
They go play action with McDonald. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, it's McDonald. That's caught by Hollister. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards. 1st and 10, Taylor now. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give him a fresh set of downs. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
First down, Steelers.
Now a quick pass to Richardson. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 8 at the Jaguars' 10-yard line.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. Taylor. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Read it well, and it's picked. And nothing there on the return. They've got the football, but they'll have to start this drive at their own 4-yard line. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
We'll see what they have up their sleeve. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Now he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
He goes full extension, and he's got it. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays.
Those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Again, it's Kaepernick. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Kaepernick. The Steeler defense locked in, forcing an upcoming 4th down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
So his third field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these threes into sixes.
And sevens, and probably even eights. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard. Again, it's Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On 3rd down, McDonald. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Steelers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On the RPO, that's complete right side. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown.
Touchdown.
Juju Smith-Schuster with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. On 2nd down, here's Kaepernick. Dancing to his left. He's going to take off with it. Got some room at the 30, and he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11. The Jaguars on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Kaepernick now to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick.